How's it going? This is Tim with RVLandCruisers, and today will be the third video in our new RVers series. Today's topic is going to be about the different options you have in trailers and RVs. But before we get to that, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also the notification bell so that you get notified when we put new videos out. Currently our big thing is site guides. We want to show you the campsites before you get there. We also do 360 versions though, so you can really get down into it and take a really good look at what's in store whenever you get to a campground. Look us up on all the other social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all under RVLandCruisers. So the first question in this is, do you buy new or do you buy used? Me personally, I bought used. That was based on costs, and then after the fact I realized that it was probably the right choice because I liked that most of the kinks had been worked out. Knock on wood, we haven't had a lot of problems with this RV since we bought it 6-7 months ago. That's not the case for everybody. I see a lot of comments from people that buy new, and it seems like they have trouble with their new stuff. I don't know if it's the rush in this pandemic or if it's just the way it works, because there's a lot of demand for trailers and RVs, so they're in a hurry. But I thought used was a good idea, but that might not be the best choice for you. Maybe you're a person that only likes to buy new. Maybe you don't like to buy used. My dad was that way. He didn't want to buy somebody else's problem, as he would say. I liked that depreciation when you drive it off the lot was gone. That works with cars, and it's the same thing with RVs. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's used. It's no longer got the value of, what you paid for it. But if you're going to keep it, I guess it doesn't matter what that value is. The other factor might be in what you're looking for. Maybe you want something bigger and higher end, but bigger and higher end isn't allowed in your budget. You have to go with what your budget allows. So you want high end, but you have to go used so you can squeeze it in. That's the first determination. Do you want used or do you want new? And which is better for you? Everybody's different. We call back to the cost in the last video. Sometimes that has to do with it, the cost. The next thing is what type of trailer and what size trailer. There's many versions of each one that you can call, but for the most part, there's travel trailers, motorhome, and fifth wheel. We of course have a Class A. For me, I chose Class A because it goes to my strengths. I had already had experience driving a straight truck this size and fairly bigger, actually. 10 years of experience, so I went with what was comfortable for me. Also, I had never backed up a travel trailer or a boat or a fifth wheel or anything like that, so that's never been comfortable for me. I haven't had trouble in 7 months of getting this backed in anywhere. I haven't really needed help. That speaks to experience, and sometimes experience will guide what you decide to choose. A lot of people will have experience with travel trailers and boats before they get the travel trailers and things like that, so maybe that works for them. It also comes down to what kind of space do you need. If you're looking for something that is similar to your home, or if your spouse may not love the idea but might be on board because it's similar to a home, then a fifth wheel or travel trailer might be your best choice. If you're more than one person in this decision, then you got to do what makes everybody comfortable. The next thing after that becomes size. How big of a vehicle or travel trailer or fifth wheel do you want to get? Travel trailers come in all kinds of crazy sizes. You can get the little teardrops or pop-ups. You can get things that you can pull with your vehicle. They're so small. And if that's the kind of camping you want to do, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And if that's in your budget, there's nothing wrong with that. Availability can have something to do with decisions as well. And I've heard people dispute that possibility. I travel in a 28-foot RV. My in-laws travel in a, I believe, 38-foot RV. That doesn't sound like a whole lot of difference, but 10 foot when you're looking for a space can make a difference sometimes. We've managed to find spots in campgrounds that they couldn't get into because there were no available spots for those. Bigger spaces allow for smaller RVs, but smaller RV spaces do not allow for bigger RVs. Demand depends on whether you can get in sometimes. Especially in our area for weekend warrior stuff, it's already hard to get into these campgrounds. So if you're a 38-foot, 40-foot RV trying to get into Henderson Beach State Park, it's already going to be tough. When you go to look and there's only a smaller spot left, then that can be frustrating. So there's that. Size and availability can definitely make a difference in your choices. That's pretty much it. It comes down to your differences. Some people are going to want pullouts, and some people want luxury, and that's really it on this topic. It has to do with how much your budget allows for, what your experience might be, what you're willing to learn if you don't have that experience, how big do you want it to be, and what kind of space do you want, what kind of thing are you looking for in your RV. Do you want it to look like your home, or do you just want it to be functional for traveling? To throw this in there, it could have to do with what your plans are, whether you're going to be full-time or weekend warrior or such. As a weekend warrior, you may not need the same amenities that you might need as a full-timer. But that's going to do it. If you have questions, put them down below, and I'll try to answer them in the next video. We really like putting these videos out, so again, I ask you to like and subscribe this video and hit the notification and come back, because we're just getting started and we're slowly finding what kind of videos we want to put out. Hopefully we're going to get more into our journey. Right now our journey is weekend warrior type, so come check us out, stay with us, ask questions below, and we'll see you next time.